I largely blame McConnell for losing the Senate for the Republican Party. And the reason for that, I mean, he doesn't even seem to care either. He's just like, well, I told you guys the candidates were bad. I told you guys this wouldn't happen. It seems like it sounds like he wanted that to happen. He sounds like he wanted any candidate who wouldn't just toe the line, who would dare to challenge him, maybe on issues like election integrity, maybe on issues related to Trump. He didn't want any Republican senator who would fall out of his control, his iron grasp. That's disgusting for a politician. That's why Mitch McConnell should not have been elected. And shame on all the Republican senators who voted for him. We know why you voted for Mitch McConnell. If you are a Republican senator, listen very closely. We understand that Mitch McConnell gives you money for your campaigns and that without Mitch McConnell, you might lose your seat. So we understand that you made a choice to sacrifice your principles, your conservative principles, to sacrifice your constituents, me and everyone else listening to the show, in order to keep your seat in power in the Senate. You sold out to Mitch McConnell. You sold out for Mitch McConnell's money. You sold us out. We see who you are. Mitch McConnell has no idea what type of political enemy that we are facing in this country. I don't know if this is, it must be willful ignorance at this point, right? I don't understand how you can be in the midst of the swamp and not see the level of corruption and evil that the Democrats are propagating. Their hate towards not just the American people, but the American way of life and the American government, America herself. Mitch McConnell actually thinks that there's a middle ground that can be found between Democrats and Republicans. This is what he said.
In terms of their lives. And so my message to the administration, and you saw some of it this year, let's find some things between the 40-yard lines that we can agree on and do them. And we did some of that this year. Infrastructure, CHIPS, school safety, mental health. We need to make some progress for the American people, but it's going to have to be in the political center. If the House becomes Republican, there's no more one party running over us like they did through reconciliation.
By the way, that's not centrist, what he's talking about. When he says school safety, do you know what that means? That means that Republican senators caved to the radical left and voted in favor of gun control. Gun control, which doesn't stop mass shooters. It doesn't stop gun violence. It doesn't stop murders. It just makes law-abiding American citizens more vulnerable. That's what Mitch McConnell is talking about. 10 senators voted against McConnell as minority leader. And I think that we can pretty plainly state that that means that there are just 10 senators in the Senate who can be trusted to stand for their principles and uphold conservative values.